Hey brats, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go back and play one of my favorite PSVR games, Farpoint. That's the game that was designed with this gun in mind. I beat the campaign a long time ago, but now that I've gone through the game, I've played a bunch of co-op, you can unlock a whole bunch of new guns. So what I want to do is I want to go back through the campaign, we'll kind of skip the story, just shoot through the game, have some fun blowing things up, but try out all these other guns. So let's jump into it.
Right.
Pilgrim, this is Wander. Come back? I say again, this is Wander Actual. Pilgrim, you copy?
Data beacon found. Transferring files. Error. Visual data corrupted. Commencing audio playback. Altitude 4,000 feet.
Eva! Eva!
3,000 feet.
I see you! Pull your chute!
2,000 feet.
This is just talking about what happened. If you haven't played the game, I don't really want to get huge on the storyline, but I would recommend if you have the PSVR, and you don't have this game and this controller, get the game and the controller. Because this is still probably one of my favorite experiences that I've had.
I see you. Oh my god. Your chute's tangled. Deploy your secondary! Eva, deploy your secondary!
One cool detail they
Oh my
have,
god!
if you want to switch guns, you can do it with a
Dr.
button.
Moon, Dr. Tyson.
But the way it teaches you to is to throw your gun over your shoulder and grab the other one.
Also contains corrupted holographic files. Initiating recovery.
Normally this part of the game, people are new into it, so you're kind of just exploring and seeing how the scenery and the land, the terrain looks. So you don't start running into much to fight for a little while here while you're still kind of learning it all. So we're just going to keep running through this. Those weird egg things I think are called space onions, and there is a trophy for destroying so many of them, which I don't think I have. There's one of their parachutes up there.
Alert. To assist holographic file recovery, locate and scan all fragments.
Ordinarily you scan, and it kind of helps show you some video of kind of what happened with these scientists that you're chasing down. Like I said, we're just here to shoot stuff. We're not going to worry about all that.
Hello? Someone there?
See you. And then this is the moment where you first come face to face with these things. I've had friends who are arachnophobes who cannot even play this. Oh, I hear it. No? Oh, ran out of ammo. The directional audio is so good on this device. You can totally hear them and which direction they're coming from.
Cass,
Locate and scan
log this.
all fragments.
Now we're gonna skip you. Almost got me. It's a 50 cal rifle. It's probably some overpower. But hey,
fragments.
Nah. We're gonna see what's ahead instead. This part is just like this cool scenery with the stuff flying around. Everyone I've seen tries to shoot that, thinking
Yes.
that it's some evil
Sure you
force
log all
flying
this.
around in here.
Recording.
Hello, spitter. Ugh. Don't want to get too close to them after you shoot them because they explode. Die. See one more of you. Ew. Fortunately, I can't use rockets because I don't have an assault rifle, because that's what they're compatible with. This is the strongest precision rifle in the game, but it also has a bit of delay when you pull the trigger, and it takes a moment to charge. So if you get mobbed by a group of them, it's not always the easiest gun to use, but it's nice if you have a good gun you can switch back and forth between. Then you can take them down in one hit, and then continue getting these guys. Clear? I think so.
Partial data recovery complete. New holographic files are available to view.
Playback. All recovered
So normally that's where it would then play back a cutscene to continue what happens. We're just gonna move right into the next chapter. This one, you go underground. That would be fun to bring here. The spike guns, I had high hopes that some of these would be really cool, but for the most part, most of them were just pretty bad. We'll try that one. I'm gonna regret it if I bring a shotgun, I feel like. I'm gonna bring this assault rifle. Yes. I don't know how the scoring system works, because sometimes the same object is worth a lot more. I think it's if it doesn't bounce. I think if it just goes straight in, you get 50, and then depending on how many times it bounces, you get less. But it seems like the bigger things and the smaller things aren't necessarily worth any more than the other ones. No. Come on, stay on there. Oh. When you're having so much fun with the mini game, you don't even want the actual game to start. That's pretty bad. So after the cutscene,
Okay, Eva.
then you continue in this part right here.
Dr. Tyson, if you can hear this, I'm following the trail of debris.
Spike guns seem like a cool idea because you can shoot the spikes into things, and then with like the original, you can then blow them up when you choose to. But they never were quite powerful enough to really seem worth it. So I can cross the bridge. This one's alright because at least it has a decent range on it. And it's really rapid. Where are you? you. Not all guns have to be reloaded, so sometimes it's nice to bring a gun that doesn't need to be, and one that does, so...
Alert.
This bridge is gonna
Seismic
collapse.
activity detected.
Having this sub-pack on the front of you makes this stuff crazy.
Yes. Suit status.
This is where you first find a shotgun, which I'm gonna leave
Integrity is
there.
stable.
And where you first meet this guy,
Holographic file recovery.
who is usually a
And
lot
scan all fragments.
harder to
How
beat
much
than
bigger
that,
these
but
things get?
they're nice to you the first time. Come back here. Ah, jeez. That one got me a little bit. Got him just before he hit me on my face, but man.
Alert. Environment temperature.
I always go left here, I feel like, so let's go right. So something cool that the game does, when you go back through challenge maps, it uses sections of the game, but with different enemies and timers and things. 1 second. And so you become kind of familiar with parts of the map. From repeatedly going through it. And something else the developers did with this, which was really cool, that you don't see in a lot of games, is they made it a variable difficulty. So if you were struggling too much, the game supposedly would ease up, and if it was too easy, the game would get tougher. So we might see that this time around. Because obviously my first time I was not very experienced. Maybe we'll see that this time it will be more difficult. See how much harder he was to kill than the last one? Throwing at some rockets right now. Die. Even after playing it this much, that's still the size of them when they're in your face is still daunting.
And scan all fragments.
I'd rather not when there's enemies on me. So what you're supposed to do in the game, you scan these, and then it plays out the history of what happened when they were here before you, as you're trying to chase them down. But we're not worried about all that. We're just running through this. The lighting in here kind of gives them camouflage. Did you just die? Sometimes their body parts fly around and hit the ground. It makes you think there's more of them alive than there are. The audio in this game is so good, though. It sounds like there's things happening all around you, and it really keeps the tension up. Ooh, don't fall in the lava. Ah, daylight.
That's another piece of the pilgrim.
Rockets! this part was actually pretty hard in the original campaign, because you just get swamped. One key that I've learned in playing this more is you've got to keep moving. If you stand in place and try and take cover, you'll get swarmed by spiders. Where later in the game, when you're fighting people that have guns, then you gotta learn to actually cover. But these guys just keep swarming you to try and hide. Where are you? That's right. Ah. In the main game, I never was brave enough to come down here and see what was up there. Ooh, that activated a lot of them. This gun, the rockets, you can split them up like that, which is pretty awesome. Or you can fire all four at one target if you just want to take it out. Come here. I see you. This game has a really accurate scope on it, which is really good, at least on the assault rifle. But it's so much more fun to hip fire that I find I end up wasting time and ammo, because I am just having fun shooting from the hip. Did you ever give me any more rockets? No. Rude. Okay. Are you leaving? Are you angry? Scan the fragments. Can I go without scanning them here, though? No.
We got something here.
Yeah. I'm stuck. Ugh. It's amazing how much faster you can move through this when you played it. Okay, so I think this next one is the boss, so we're gonna get through to that real quick and then I'll finish the episode. So, what do I want to take? Part of me wants to take my most powerful precision rifle. But I feel like the range on it, I don't know. It's supposed to have the best range, but I feel like it may not reach them. So we'll take that, and then we probably need something. Rockets, in case I can't reach the boss when he's up on top. We all know the original assault rifle, though. That has dumbfire rockets, which won't really reach them. I'm gonna try... Oh gosh, this might be a bad idea. Might die here. I'm gonna try the charged plasma. Because I can rapidly fire this. And then... Ugh. This is a tough decision. We're gonna try these two. I feel like this may be a mistake. We'll see what happens. Come here. I'm gonna just try to carry... No, no. I just want to carry you over and drop you in there. No. These obviously not final dolls here are usually easier to carry than the other ones. Okay. So we just finished the cave-in.
Alert.
We're not going to scan that.
File recovery. Please locate and scan all
This
fragments.
plasma rifle at least has a shield, so that'll hopefully help us in the boss fight. If we aren't just getting rocked the minute we try. And bravo to Impulse Gear for giving you a body. So many games in VR don't do that, and it just feels weird sometimes to look down and see 2 hands or something and no body. So this rifle's cool. You can hold it and charge it up. Or you can rapidly fire it. So it's more versatile than most of the weapons in the game. Painful. Pretty. Sandfall instead of waterfall. Let's hope this bridge doesn't collapse too. Just dirt, just dust. This is a game I am far from the platinum because there's a lot of versus trophies which I have not gotten. I like the versus, but since it's one-on-one, it gets old real quick. Because if you're better than someone, they generally don't like playing very long. You can only do so much to handicap yourself. And if you're worse than them, then I get sick of playing and don't enjoy it as much. The game is pretty graphically demanding. That's why I'm guessing they haven't done like a 2v2 or a 4v4. But those would be really cool if they could get those in versus in this game. I knew it was going to hit me, but I didn't want to waste my charged one on just one little spit. Apparently a lot of spider aliens rely on some form of spit to attack their prey. If anyone has a fear of heights, this part could be hard if you're actually playing the game.
Locate and scan all fragments.
I will not. That did make it hard to see where I was going, though. Next one we see, we're gonna see if we can just knock him off the cliff. Ugh. Goodbye. Yeah, I figured that hole meant there had to be one coming. Any more? Oh. Oh! Crafty little guy. Whew. It still can be intimidating, letting them jump at your face, even if you have a shield up. Just, yes, do that, please. Okay. Made it through the scary part. We don't have weapons that we can use rockets or grenades, so this may be a challenge. Ooh. Come on. I don't want to mess with a gun that takes so long to recharge. Thought he was going to get me for a sec after I missed that second shot. No. Held the trigger too long on that one. Die! We're gonna go around this way. Looks like a fossilized mouth of one of these things. Maybe these are the space onions. These things are gross because if you shoot a mature one, whereas a big one, that falls out of it. Some sort of larva. So sometimes you'll be running through shooting up thinking, oh, this is cool, and then one of those things falls in your face and it is a pretty terrifying moment.
Scan all fragments.
Oh boy, I wonder what that nice, gigantic cave is. For those of you who haven't played this game, I can't express how big this seems. Like, the sense of scale. Like, I know it's fake, and I know I beat this guy before, but like, everything in my body is saying, get away from him. Like, he looks like he's maybe 20 stories tall. Ow! Shoot. Well, that was quick. Yeah, don't go that close to him, apparently, because you will get smashed in one hit. Okay, so we need to stay back further. It's a daunting boss. Okay, come out of your cave, bro. Oh, I'm trying to, like, get close to him, but,
Oh my god!
As far as I understand, you can really only hurt him when that red thing shows up. That hurt a little bit. Okay. Open up again. Yeah, this might have been a bad gun. It's just so slow. Like the strongest guns, I feel like this is just not really doing any damage. I feel like I have to have rockets for this. Okay, so we've done enough damage that he's moved once. This part was really smart, because they get you caught up in fighting all the guys on the ground, and you forget to just focus on him. Ooh, that one seemed to hurt him. No matter what's happening on the ground, unless I'm getting killed down here, I need to not get my attention drawn away from him. Part yet. That one get him? It's bad. Just die. Just die. My question is my range on these things even hitting them up there? That hurt. Oh, die. Ooh, it's uncomfortable. Okay, that seemed to hurt him. Staying right here is okay as long as I don't get mopped from the ground, because then he can't hit me with those things up there. Okay. On to the third. But now I'm gonna get mopped by everything. That third round was strangely easy. Oh, you are dead.
Partial recovery. New holographic files are available to view.
Oh, man, this thing is huge.
Playback.
Whew. Okay, that was a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm going to go through and do the rest of the story still. That boss is kind of one of the biggest points in it, but I don't know. I'll see if I get the hankering to go back in and try some of the other guns. It might be fun to do another one and just finish out the campaign real fast, kind of speedrun style. So, hey, thanks for watching, and I will see you in another game.